Why you look so sad?
A massive earthquake triggers an avalanche, destroying history in seconds and triggering a desperate search for survivors. Good evening, I'm Cindy Hsu. 1,865 people killed, tens of thousands homeless, and many more still unaccounted for tonight after the worst disaster Nepal has seen in nearly a century. The earthquake struck before noon local time in the capital city of Kathmandu. The impact wiped away history in a matter of minutes. You can see the before and after of this old temple in one of the main squares, now destroyed. And tonight the tragedy is hitting close to home. A young woman from Edison, New Jersey, among those killed. CBS 2's Dave Carlin has more on the earthquake in Nepal.
Panic in the streets of Kathmandu after a quake toppled temples that stood for centuries, brought down buildings, and tore open roads.
It was a very horrifying situation.
These were the terrifying moments when the quake hit, caught on security camera video, the earth shaking violently for a full 30 seconds.
You could actually see bodies where the head, like scattered on the side of the mountain.
The harrowing aftermath saw brick-by-brick searches and a growing death toll. This video shows the quake's youngest victims. At Mount Everest, shock waves triggered a massive avalanche, sending snow, ice, and boulders onto a base camp. Among those killed, Marissa Eve Girawong from Edison, New Jersey. She was an avid rock climber who worked as a physician's assistant at the base camp. Her employers at Madison Mountaineering posted this statement on social media. Our hearts are broken. Eve perished in the aftermath of the avalanche. Our thoughts and prayers are with Eve and her family and friends. Another American killed at Everest was 33-year-old Dan Fredenberg of Mountain View, California, who worked for Google. Back in the central section of Kathmandu, this was the frantic search at the collapsed Dharahara Tower. Before the quake, the 18th century landmark looked like this, standing more than 200 feet. But after, it was a pile of ruins with visitors trapped underneath.
All these pictures, I see that, I still am having goosebumps.
Feelings of desperation and helplessness for some residents of New York's Nepalese community in Jackson Heights, Queens. Which of your family members are there in Nepal?
My dad, my mom, my sister, almost everyone is there. In my house, it was fine, everybody was safe. But the thing is, you know, the house got collapsed. So everybody's in shelter now, you know.
And so his loved ones and tens of thousands of others in Nepal are spending the night out in the open on the streets where they feel safer than inside their own homes. Cindy?
Hello and welcome to this edition of Jerusalem Dateline. I'm Chris Mitchell, coming to you from a beautiful sunny day here in Jerusalem with the walls of the old city behind me. But several thousand miles from here, the people of Nepal are suffering after one of the worst earthquakes in years. And aid for Nepal is coming from all over the world. Israel sent more than 250 military rescue and medical personnel to help the country in the wake of the worst earthquake to hit the country in 80 years. The Israeli search and rescue team, including dogs trained to locate survivors under the rubble of collapsed buildings. The Israeli military's field hospital will be able to treat at least 200 patients a day. It's equipped with about 95 tons of humanitarian medical supplies from Israel, along with a staff of 122 doctors, nurses, and paramedics. It also includes emergency and operating rooms and pediatric neonatal departments. The Jewish state has one of the top disaster relief teams in the world.
Tears are in your eyes. Come on and come to me now. Don't be ashamed to cry. Let me see you through, 'cause I've seen the dark side too.
Israeli rescue teams are digging people out of the rubble in Nepal to be cutting their hearts out, their hearts and lungs, and hopefully profit from it. That's the kind of people they are.
may be unfolding right now in Haiti, hit today by a powerful earthquake. It was
From early on, it was clear the death toll would be staggering. First, we heard tens of thousands, then potentially hundreds of thousands.
One nation came in there and set up shop almost instantly.
Within 48 hours of last week's quake, 2 747s arrived in Port-au-Prince from Israel. One loaded with medical supplies and the other with personnel, here to create the best field medicine available.
The Israelis arrived here Friday night. By Saturday morning, they had set up a field hospital.
One unit has become legendary, the Israeli Medical Unit.
We arrived to an incredibly welcome site, the Israeli Field Hospital, the Rolls-Royce of emergency medical care.
I've been here since Thursday. No one except the Israeli hospital has taken any of our patients.
I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed at what's here. This is like another world compared to the other hospital. Imaging department, I mean, imaging, my God, they have machines here. They have actual operating rooms, and it's just amazing. The Israelis have set up a field hospital. Has the American government set up a field hospital?
Currently, not yet.
The Israelis came from the other side of the world.
Mm-hmm. It's a frustrating thing that I really can't explain.
Yeah, I said it's something that makes you almost embarrassed to be an American.
These operating tables in Israel's Haiti Field Hospital are proving vital. So much so that Israel is staying at least another month, twice as long as originally planned. Well over 300 patients have been treated here so far. Other medical facilities have been referring more severe injuries here. And its maternity ward saw its first birth Sunday night. The mother was so thankful she named the baby Israel.
She said another baby who was born there is being named Israel.
That's right. That's right. That name's taken.
Finding a hospital with an operating room in Haiti after the earthquake would not be easy. I only knew of one, an Israeli field hospital.
Most of the places we visited have no supplies. The Israeli field hospital is phenomenal.
Trying really to assist the people and to save lives.
What the Israelis have brought is the model for medical disaster response. When patients are checked in by the nurse, they are photographed, and an electronic medical record is established.
You have electronic medical records.
Of course, yes.
Of course.
And it's been deployed widely, helping Turkey cope with its devastating 1999 earthquake. Israel's military was one of the first on the scene during that disaster in its neighborhood, and not just with medical aid.
This is what Israel is fairly well known for, its search and rescue dogs. These dogs will be able to find any sign of life within the rubble.
And they have in at least 10 disasters around the world.
An Israeli team hunts for signs of life after the earthquake. In a collapsed tax office, they found a man alive, but trapped in a concrete tomb. The Israelis must burrow into the collapsed building to reach him. No rescue is easy, but this one is particularly difficult. As dusk comes, the man is pulled free and into the light. It's taken 8 hours of risky, arduous work for his rescuers, and on their faces it shows. So does the gratitude of the Haitians for what they have done.
I feel great, and we hope to save more lives.
Every one of these doctors is a kind of a superstar in their own right. There's a chief surgeon, a heart surgeon here is very well known, renowned in Israel. Why did you want to come? Why did you volunteer for this mission?
I'm an officer in the military in the IDF forces, and it's very important for us. It's not our first time that we are coming abroad in these kinds of Holocaust. And it's very important for us to save people, to save lives.
Thank you very much. You're doing a great job. They had to choose from 300 volunteers, Kimberly. 40 of them are here.
And when we save lives of one person, we feel that we saved the world. So we saved the world several times in this mission.
Joining me to talk more about the situation in Nepal and Israel's response to it is Julie Stahl. Julie, how do you explain Israel's response to natural disasters like what happened in Nepal?
Well, you know, Chris, Israel is very generous. They're very willing to give. They're very experienced in disaster relief, also from their war experience here and other things. So they give what they have. As we noted that they've sent by far the more people, more manpower, more doctors and nurses than any other country.
That's an amazing statistic. Israel's one of the smallest nations in the world, yet sent most of the rescue personnel in the world. Is this all part of Tikkun Olam, fixing the world, trying to help people in need?
It's part of the Jewish spirit, part of the generous spirit, part of trying to help your fellow man and make things better. And that's definitely what Israel's doing.
And there were a lot of people, a lot of Israelis in Nepal when this happened, and yet they responded with Haiti when there was just a few years ago when there's hardly any Israelis there.
That's true. I mean, Israel didn't need to send a field hospital to Nepal in order to rescue Israelis from a trekking trail. So, you know, the people that have said that, oh, well, it's just because Israelis were there, it's not really true, because the field hospital is still there and they're only missing one Israeli.
Why you look so sad? Tears are in your eyes. Come on and come to me now. Don't be ashamed to cry. Let me see you through. 'Cause I've seen the dark side too. When the night falls on you, you don't know what to do. Nothing you confess could make me love you less. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. So if you're mad, get mad. Don't hold it all inside. Come on and talk to me now. Hey, what you got to hide? I get angry too, but I'm a lot like you. When you're standing at the crossroads and don't know which path to choose, let me come along. 'Cause even if you're wrong, I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Take me into your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you. And when the night falls on you, baby, you're feeling all alone. You won't be on your own. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Take me into your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. And I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody